Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we are going to show you what it's like to put together the baby playpen that we bought for our young one assembly, and then kind of like what we like and don't like about it. So thanks for watching. One thing about YouTube is that you really don't know if somebody bought something or not, but I like to be honest about stuff. So this is a screenshot of the item that we purchased through Amazon. At that time it was $108, and I'll throw an affiliates link in the description if you're interested in purchasing it. So my wife and I decided to buy a playpen for our young one. He is 6 months old now, and he's kind of outgrown his play yard. So this one is pretty large. It's about 7 feet by 5 feet. It comes with a little mat here. I'll show you that in a minute. Packing bag, all the parts and pieces you need to put everything together. Has instructions, but the instructions are actually on the QR code right here. So you just scan that, and there's a video for it, and obviously it comes with the product registration, and then lots of poles. All the poles are wrapped up nicely into these little bags, and then most of them are kind of covered with this styrofoam here. So yeah, the bag is probably about I would say a 1/4 inch thick. It's very soft. It's like a plastic almost, and so this will be the base of it. So let me put it together for you. So welcome to my world. This is a rookie mistake that I did. Yeah, I make a lot of mistakes. This one I was supposed to keep on this foam here. I was supposed to keep on the bars themselves. So yeah, I guess I should have watched the instructions before I actually started taking it all apart. So I'm going to take all of these and put them back on the bars here. So yeah, fun times. So here it is in all its glory. I think the hardest part was trying to figure out which bar goes to which area. So I think when it's collapsed like that, it's kind of hard to tell. But other than that, it was pretty easy. It took me about 7 minutes or so to put it all together. What's really nice is they can actually use this as they get older. They have like this little screen door that they can use. There's 2 of them, one on each side. And then they also have the styrofoam here. So you know that when they bite on stuff, they're not going to be biting on the metal itself. And then they have the covers here, so you know, it kind of protects them as well. There's a little net on the other side, I guess if you want to store like little toys and stuff. So I'm going to drop in the mat and drop our baby in there and see if he likes it or not. The reason we bought this is because he's starting to crawl, starting to sit up and crawl a little bit. So we just don't want him getting into anything, especially like the Christmas tree and electrical sockets and stuff like that. So yeah, I think this is a great choice. Measurements wise, this is a total of just under 5 feet. It's about 58 inches and 80 inches. So it's a pretty big area that the baby can play in. And I don't think it goes into any other shapes. There's a couple extra fittings that you can use it, but I don't think it goes into like a hexagon shape or anything like that. And it doesn't convert into like a gate. So I guess those are the only 2 downfalls, but I think it's a good area for him to play in, a good size area. And like I said, they can always grow into it a little bit more as they get older. So one last thing is that they do have suction cups. So if you have a wooden floor, it's supposed to stick to the floor a little bit. Maybe you need to get that thing wet or something to get the suction going. So let me throw the mat in, throw our baby in, and see if he likes it. So another thing about this, it comes with 2 backgrounds. So this one's kind of like for little boys who like cars and so forth. Wish I had that when I was a kid. And then just another one, kind of a generic baby background. So we're gonna put this in here, and I gotta Lysol it. So the mat's in. I Lysol wiped it per wife's instructions. And of course, they're always going to be eating everything, so it's probably a good idea. So it does come with these little extra pieces here. I think he's excited to see it. So these are like little handles you can put on the side. They can pull themselves up with. And then there's this little net. It has no bottom to it. So maybe it's for a ball. I'm not really sure. That's the only thing I can think of. But I'm going to hold off on putting these up there yet because I don't want him pulling himself up. But let me go ahead and grab him and throw him in here. Okay, buddy, you ready? You ready? Up, up. Oh my goodness. You want to say hi to America? All right. Oh my goodness, look at all this space you got. There you go. What you think? Yeah, as you can see, it's a lot of space for him. So as he gets older, once again, he can just make it into like a little hideaway or a little tent if he wants to. All right, hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks. So we ended up just putting all his regular stuff inside the play yard, so he's a little bit more familiar with it. And yes, in case you're wondering, that is a maternity pillow that we're using. Since he's learning to crawl and sit up, he falls down a lot, so it kind of helps protect him. One thing I do want to point out with this thing is this does not attach to here because the foam underneath there is too thick. So I think this is kind of useless, but it's not that big of a deal.